We begin with breaking news. A woman is dead after a car slammed into her home early this morning.
Horrible story out of Bellevue this morning. News Channel 5's Dan Kennedy has been on the scene all morning long. And Dan, you were showing us the pattern there. Those tire tracks, as they came off the road, just went right in and through that home.
Yeah, it started about 150 yards away from this home where I'm standing now. It hit a telephone pole before going up on the grass, and we traced the tire marks back to this home. Police say speed likely a factor in this. So the two people in that car then went into the home at a high rate of speed, according to one eyewitness we spoke with. And once they were inside the home, they got out of their car and ran away, leaving one woman behind, dead inside her Bellevue condo. Here's some video from a little earlier this morning. We're told those two men live in this area, but they were caught less than a mile away from this crime scene. Here's what police had to say about the suspects.
We have two male whites. I have an approximate age, late 20s, and they live in the area. And that's about all we know right now. We're in the process right now of interviewing them.
That investigator went on to say they think the driver's impaired, but they're waiting on toxicology results right now. Back out here live on Sawyer Brown Road this morning. The fire department is here. They're going to help the police go inside and remove the car from this home. Police now continuing their investigation inside this home. For a long time this morning, this house was deemed structurally unsafe, but the city came out to take a look at it and allowed first responders to go inside, where this morning they continue their investigation. And what led to a car crashing through this home, killing one woman. Her identity at this time still unknown. Reporting live in Bellevue, Dan Kennedy, News Channel 5.
All right, Dan, thank you very much. And also breaking overnight, 2 women and a child were sent to the hospital after a crash in Nippers Corner that turned out to be a fiery crash. It was a head-on collision along Old Hickory Boulevard near Woodland Hills Drive. Of course, Nippers Corner right there at the corner of Old Hickory and Edmondson Pike. It was around 10 last night this happened. One of the women in critical condition, the other serious. The child should be all right. Police say speed was a factor in the crash. Amy?
Happening right now, police are looking for the person responsible for a drive-by shooting along the interstate. Liliana Rodriguez was killed on I-24 near Briley Parkway yesterday morning while riding in the car with her brother. Police say someone in a black or blue Infiniti G35 shot into the car. If you know anything, call Crime Stopper 615-74-CRIME. And the Tennessee Highway Patrol is investigating a deadly crash in Dixon County. We're told one person was killed early yesterday morning in a wreck on Turkey Creek Road. So far, no word on the identity of the victim. We'll keep you updated as more information becomes available.
Investigators are looking into a crash that sent 12 people to the hospital. It happened yesterday morning in Murray County along I-65. A 15-passenger van carrying 10 people hit a pickup truck on the shoulder of the road and then just started flipping. Luckily, everybody had to be buckled up in there. They would have been tossed around like ping pong balls inside that van. Police have not released the names of those involved in the incident, but it looks like they're all going to survive.
Metro Police make 3 arrests while solving multiple carjacking cases. Javon Wilson, Eric Thompson, and Cedarius Johnson are all behind bars. Investigators tell us that Wilson held a gun on a woman Thursday and stole her car. Thompson and Johnson are 18 and 16, and police tell us they snatched a woman's car and purse Friday. All 3 are in juvenile detention.
A disturbing story coming out of Paris, Tennessee this morning. A church on lockdown. Our friends at WENK report that a couple of folks showed up at Jones Chapel Church in a stolen Beamer and started breaking into vehicles. They stole a gun and a purse, and then they took off. But police caught them pretty quickly in a nearby parking lot. And here's the picture of one of them. Antonio Rolford and another juvenile are now facing charges.
There's no doubt the Nashville area, of course, is growing. And in response, Nashville International Airport unveiled a huge billion-dollar expansion.
And if you like seeing all the changes and the growth and all that, which I'm kind of jazzed on, this one is really amazing. The plan for the Nashville Airport includes a new on-site hotel, bigger concourses, more concourses, an international wing as well, and the potential to connect to a future Nashville transit system. Here's Jason Lamb. He looked at what it's all about at the airport.
The airport is calling the plan BNA Vision, and it's a big vision at that, as the airport says it continues to see more and more passengers come through its doors. At a total cost of $1 billion, BNA says the plan would include expanded parking areas. That part of the plan is already in the works. It would also include a new international arrivals building, a move to attract new nonstop flights overseas. Also in the plan, an expanded ticketing and baggage claim area inside what the airport is calling the new Grand Ole Lobby, a giant entrance hall with views of the airfield. And instead of two separate entrance points for security screening, everything will be consolidated and expanded in one main security entrance. There are also plans for a 200 to 300 room hotel on site. All these changes mean there will also be some changes on nearby Donaldson Pike, shifting it slightly to the east. And BNA says it wants to be ready for a future Nashville transit system, planning for connections to downtown and popular tourist spots like the Grand Ole Opry. Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.
Awesome. Well, BNA says the different elements of the expansion will be phased in over the next 5 to 7 years, and no local tax money will be used on that project.
That's so cool.
It is.
Wow. Tax-free weekend is over, and schools are preparing to open their doors for a new school year. Wilson County kicks up this morning. Yeah, they're back at it, and police say you need to slow down big time, especially in those school zones. As for other mid-state schools, Metro starts back on Wednesday. Murfreesboro City schools have a half day on Wednesday. Rutherford and Williamson County schools start Friday. Montgomery, Cheatham, and Sumner County students head back next week. Dixon and Putnam are already in. And Macon County, didn't we also say, is already back in. All right, great news for those of us who commute downtown for work. If we take Demonbreun, between 2nd and 3rd, it's back open now. Crews, of course, had that street shut down since the middle of July for some storm sewer work. Once again, Demonbreun between 2nd and 3rd back open this morning. They're also doing work on that new diner, which is going up down there as well.